Hello everyone, welcome to CodeChef. Myself Jwala Chaurasi, and today we are going to solve the problem which came into Starters 200. The name of the problem is Restrict Palindromes and the problem code is RESPAL. The difficulty reading of the problem is cakewalk and the prerequisite is at all. Let's start with reading the problem statement over here. So guys, problem says for a string S, we define f of s as the number of distinct palindromes substring of s. For example, f of a is equals to 4 because we can find the palindrome substrings a, b, a, and aba. Call a string s good if f of s is lesser than equal to 5. That is, it has at most 5 distinct palindrome substrings. You are given integer and construct any good string of length n using only lowercase Latin character. It can be proven that at least one good string exists. So you are allowed to print any good string from that. Okay. So you know that a string is called palindromic if it reads the same forward and backwards. A substring is a string that can be obtained by deleting some possibly zero characters from the beginning and some possibly characters from the end. You cannot change the sequence. Okay. So input format, the first line of input will contain a single integer t denoting the number of test cases. The first and only line of input will contain a single integer n. Output format for each test case, output a string s of length then using only lowercase and Latin letter with f of s lesser than equal to 5. Constraint for t less than 200 for n less than 200. So guys, now let's understand the sample test case in a question or precisely where. So guys, this question is pretty much straightforward. It says that for a string s, we define f of s as the number of distinct palindrome substring of s. Okay. So for example, this is a string aba is equals to 4 because it has 4 palindromic substring which is a, b, a, and aba. You read from backward or front, it's the same. Okay. So it has 4. So call a string s. So a string s is called good if it has less than 5 palindromic substrings within it. Okay. So you will be given an integer. You have to construct a good string of length n. Okay, such that that string is good. Okay, basically a good string. Okay. So now let's take the first test case. In the first test case we have got 2. We have okay. So from 2 we can, how many palindromic substrings we can create? A and A, not more this, right? We can create it, right? So basically A, this is a string. Okay. So which is of length 2, right? And it has how many palindrome? 2 palindromic, okay, substrings within it. Not more than 5. That means a good string, right? So yeah, you can pick this as an answer, right? You can take B, B. There can be many answers, okay? So you can take any of them. Okay. So let me take this, which is second test case, which is we have got f of wait. Yeah. So we have got n as 4. Okay, so you can create a string like A, B, A. So if you will see over here, it can be proven that from this example that the maximum possible number of substrings, palindromic substring within this string is 4, which is not more than 5, okay, or equal to 5. If it exceeds 5, then it's not a good string, but it's only 4, so you can take it as an output. So this is the output for this. So guys, I think the solution is test cases are pretty much clear. Now let's move toward the simple solution. So note that any string of length 1 is a palindrome. So if S contains more than 5 distinct characters, it will contain more than 5 distinct palindromes. Thus, we only need to think about strings that have no more than 5 distinct characters. For simplicity, let's use A, B, C, D. Suppose we use all 5 characters, that's already 5 palindrome, means our string cannot contain any other palindrome. That is, we need to create a string that has no palindromes of length greater than 1. This is equivalent to not having any palindromes of length 2 and 3 in the string, because if we have a palindrome of length k, we also have a palindrome of length k minus 2 by removing the first and last characters. Now you can see that to not have a length 2 palindrome, we must have s of I not equal to s of I plus 1 for all I lies from 1 to n. And to not have a length 3 palindrome, we must have s of I not equal to s of I plus 2 for all I which lies from 1 to n minus 1. So this leads to the following construction. Let's start with s of 1 equal to a. S of 2 is not equal to s of 1. So let's say s of 2 equal to b. Now for each I greater than equal to 3, we only need to ensure that s of I not equal to s of I plus 1. Oh, sorry, s of I minus 1 and s of I not equal to s of I minus 2. So we have 5 characters available to us and only 2 are forbidden. So there is always a valid choice, right? So you can find it just by brute forcing on all the possible choices. So in fact, you need analyze bit more, right? Uh, yeah. So yeah. If you will see that, uh, you might notice that we don't even need five characters. So this logic would even work if we have only three. So resulting string like this, like you can make string like A B C B A B C B and up to length, whatever the length you have been asked. Okay. So it's easy to see that this works. It's kind of ad hoc observative answer, right? So of course, since any valid answer is accepted, you can do anything you like with lesser than five distinct characters, which ensuring s of phi not equal to s of I minus one and s of phi not equal to s of phi minus two for all valid I. The pattern has just as the simplest implementation. Simple observation is, so I think the solution is pretty much clear. Now let's move toward the simple C++ code. Guys, this is my simple C++ code. I took the input for all the test cases. Basically, I took the input for my string S over here. Yeah. And yeah. And I will create the string repetitively around 100 times. Okay. And I will get the output from 0 to n, right? Or either you can run a for loop and keep on adding in n string that many times, okay, up to that. So that could be also one way. And either you already have a string s of ABC getting 100 time print, okay, pre-computed basically, and you just print a substring of how much length you want. So as you can see that, guys, your C++ code, it is the correct solution. Now let's move toward the Python code. So this is a similar Python code. Took the input for the all the test cases as well. Over here, I made a string s which is equal to ABC 100 times, yeah. And at the last, I'm simply printing up till 0 to n within this substring and within this string. Yeah, whatever the length input which is being asked over here, I took the input. Okay, the last to print your answer. And as you can see that, guys, I have got my Python code right. So guys, I think the solution, the code and the approach was pretty much clear. Now let's meet in the next video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching our videos.